Hello future CAs, welcome back to my channel. Are you preparing for the CA Foundation exams and looking for an effective 2-month study plan? Whether you are starting fresh or need to solidify your knowledge, this plan will help you cover everything you need for the CA Foundation exams. We'll go through a structured schedule with one full round of study, a dedicated revision phase and 2 slots of mock tests. By the end, you'll have a strong grasp of key concepts and feel ready for the exam day. So let's get started. Request you all to keep a pen and a notebook ready to note down this study plan. Also, if you are new to my channel, I request you to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. So this is going to be a 60-day study plan. So day 1 to day 28 will be study round 1, that is 4 weeks. So the aim will be to cover first study round in the first 4 weeks. So here you are having two options. Either you can study one subject per week. So totally there are 4 subjects. So every week you can study one subject. 1 week for accounting, 1 week for business laws and so on. 1 week for quantitative aptitude and 1 week for economics. Or you have another option. So option 2 is study 2 subjects per week. That is week 1 and week 2 you can study accounting and business economics, and week 3 and week 4 you can study business laws and quantitative aptitude. So here we have grouped one practical subjects with one theory subject, and in option 1 you can study one subject per week. The final aim should be to complete study round 1 by day 28. However, as you all are aware that the passing criteria is 40 marks in each subject, but aggregate should be 50%. It's ideal to start studying all subjects at once, so all subjects are equally covered. When you are studying for the first round, at that time you can prepare notes as well for each subject, and you can use these notes later on for revision purpose. You can also use Saransh, which is available on the BOS Knowledge portal. So here we have the BOS Knowledge portal. Here you can see Saransh, last mile referencer. So you have Saransh available here for all the 3 levels. You can click here on foundation. So Saransh for paper 1 accounting and paper 4 business economics is already available. And for paper 2 business laws and paper 3 quantitative aptitude will be released soon. So let's click here and check this out. So you can see here chapter wise notes has been prepared. So as you can see here, the notes has been prepared in the form of pictorial representation, flow charts and bullet points, summary, etc. You can use this for your revision purpose. When you complete one chapter, at that time itself, go through the revision test paper and previous year papers for that chapter. Now coming to day 29 to day 40. Here you will be starting revision for all the subjects. Here again you have two options. Option number 1, revise one subject per day. So day 29 to day 40, totally 12 days. Here you will be studying one subject for 3 days. That is day 29 to day 31. Here you will be revising accounts. Day 32 to day 34. Here you will revise business laws. Day 35 to day 37. Here you will revise quantitative aptitude. Day 38 to day 40. Here you will revise business economics. Now coming to option 2. Revise 2 subjects per day. Day 29 to day 34 revise accounting and business laws. And day 35 to day 40 revise quantitative aptitude and business economics. Here again we have grouped one practical subject with one theory subject. So you can go through the section wise weightages and revise the chapters first which contain more weightage. So here we have the BOS knowledge portal. If you scroll down here you can see section wise skill wise weightages. So here you can see the section wise weightage for foundation. So you can go through this section wise weightage before starting your revision. Now coming to the order in which you should be studying. So here if you see for accounting, totally there are 11 chapters. In this the chapter 1 to 6, these are your basic concepts. That is theoretical framework, accounting process, bank reconciliation statement, inventory, depreciation and amortization, bills of exchange. So you can study these basic concepts first. And out of these, you can see here chapter 2 to chapter 6. This contains the highest weightage, that is 30% to 35%. After studying these basic concepts, you can go to these chapters: preparation of final accounts of sole proprietors, financial statements of non-profit organizations, accounts from incomplete records. These chapters have been allocated 20% to 25%. And then you can study this company accounts. This has been allocated 15% to 25. And then you can study the remaining chapter, that is partnership and LLP accounts. This has been allocated 15% to 20%. Now coming to business laws, totally there are 7 chapters. Out of this, first you can study Indian regulatory framework. This is the basic concept. And after that, out of the remaining chapters, you can see that the Indian Contract Act, this has been allocated the highest percentage of weight, that is 20 to 30%. So next you can study that. And after covering this, you can start with the Sale of Goods Act or the Indian Partnership Act or the Companies Act. All these 3 chapters have been allocated 15% to 20% each. And then you can go ahead with the Negotiable Instruments Act, which has been allocated 10% to 15% weightage. And the last section will be the Limited Liability Partnership Act, which has been allocated 5% to 10%. Now coming to quantitative aptitude, this has 3 sections. Section A mathematics, which is for 40 marks. Section B logical reasoning, which is for 20 marks. And section C statistics, which is for 40 marks. So first we will see mathematics. In mathematics, the highest weightage has been allocated to chapter 5, 6, 7 and 8. That is chapter 5 basic concepts of permutation and combinations. Chapter 6 sequence and series, arithmetic and geometric progressions. Chapter 7 sets, relations and functions, basic of limit and continuity functions. Chapter 8 basic application of differential and integral calculus in business and economics. This section has been allocated 30% to 50%. And the next is chapter number 4 mathematics of finance. This has been allocated 30% to 40% weightage. And then comes the remaining chapter, chapter 1 to chapter 3. Chapter 1 ratio and proportions, indices and logarithms. Chapter 2 equation. Chapter 3 linear inequalities. These chapters have been allocated the weightage of 20% to 30%. Now coming to statistics, which is for 40 marks. In statistics, the highest weightage has been allocated to chapter 13 and chapter 14. That is statistical representation of data and sampling, measures of central tendency and dispersion. This has been allocated weightage of 45% to 50%. And next comes chapter 15 and chapter 16. Chapter 15 probability and chapter 16 theoretical distribution. This has been allocated the weightage of 25% to 30%. So first you can be covering these chapters and then you can cover the remaining two, correlation, regression and index numbers. Now coming to part B, logical reasoning, which is for 20 marks. So here there are totally 4 chapters and the section wise weightage is 20% to 30% for each of these chapters. Now coming to business economics. In this you can see that the highest weightage is for chapter number 4 and chapter number 5. Chapter 4, price determination in different markets. The section wise weightage allocated to this chapter is 15%. And next is chapter 5, business cycles. The section wise weightage allocated to this is 15%. And then you have chapter number 2, theory of demand and supply. Chapter 3, theory of production and cost. Chapter 7, public finance. Chapter 8, money market. Chapter 9, international trade. And chapter 10, Indian economy. The section wise weightage allotted to each of these chapters individually is 10%. Next is chapter 1, nature and scope of business economics. The section wise weightage allocated to this is 5%. And chapter number 6, determination of national income. The section wise weightage allocated to this is also 5%. So first you can be studying the chapters with highest weightage and then you can study all the other chapters. So do not do selective study. It's important to study all the chapters in the syllabus. Now coming to how many hours you have to study per day. So in order to study the entire CA Foundation syllabus and also revise it in 60 days, you will have to study for at least 10 to 12 hours per day. So here is an ideal daily study plan. 5:30 am is the wake up time. 6 am to 9 am is the first study slot of 3 hours. 9 am to 9:30 am is break. 9:30 am to 12:30 pm is the second study slot of 3 hours. 12:30 pm to 2 pm is break. 2 pm to 5 pm is the third study slot of 3 hours. 5 pm to 5:30 pm is break. 5:30 pm to 8:30 pm is fourth study slot of 3 hours. 8:30 pm to 9:30 pm is break. 9:30 pm to 10 pm you can plan as to what topic you will study the next day. 10 pm you will be heading to bed. So in this study plan you have 4 study slots of 3 hours each. In the morning study slot and the evening study slot, that is study slot number 1 and number 4. Here you can study the theory subjects. And in the second study slot and third study slot, you can probably study the practical subjects. And this is the summary. Total study hours is 12 hours. Planning hours is 0.5. And break time is 4 hours. And sleeping time is 7.5 hours. Regular breaks have been incorporated in this study plan to avoid burnouts. You can customize the study plan. If you like to study late at night, you can keep one study slot in the night also. And you can start a bit late in the morning. But the final aim should be to study 10 to 12 hours a day. This will help you in covering the syllabus in advance and you will also have sufficient time for revision. So as you can see, this study plan also accounts for 7 hours of sleep as well. Getting adequate sleep in study leave is very important for your health. It will help you to keep your mind fresh and also increase your focus. During your break time, you can incorporate some holistic practices like yoga, meditation or exercise to keep yourself physically and mentally healthy. Let's quickly go and watch a video on how to practice basic meditation. Positive mindset is also very important to clear any exam. So you can also follow practices like visualization and positive affirmations. Previously, I had made a video on how visualization and positive affirmations helped me in my CA journey. Let's watch that video now. So now coming to day 41 to day 44. Here you will be attempting mock test paper 1 for all the 4 subjects. You can attempt the mock test paper in the third study slot, that is 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. since this is same as the exam time. Attempting mock tests effectively is essential for CA Foundation exam preparation. Here are some key points to be kept in mind. Simulate exam conditions. Sit in a quiet place and set a timer for the actual exam duration. Avoid distractions to mimic real exam conditions. Time management. Divide your time for each section based on marks and difficulty. Allocate time for revision at the end of the test and stick to it. Understand the question pattern. Pay attention to the types of questions commonly asked. Know which sections require detailed answers and which need only concise points. Read questions carefully. Take time to read each question thoroughly before answering. Highlight keywords in the question that indicate core requirements. See if the question is asking to explain, discuss, or list and answer accordingly. Prioritize high scoring questions. Tackle questions you are most confident about first to secure marks. Leave more challenging or time consuming questions for later. Maintain speed and accuracy. Aim to complete each section within a set time frame without compromising accuracy. Avoid guesswork, especially in objective type questions where negative markings are applied. Focus on presentation and format. For theoretical questions, use heading, bullet points, and underline key points. Keep your handwriting legible and use proper formats for practical answers. Utilize rough work area wisely. Make calculations or plan answers in rough work section before finalizing. Avoid scribbling too much on your answer sheet as it can look messy. Self-assessment and analysis. After completing the mock test, review your answers thoroughly. Identify the areas where you struggled, made errors, or took too long and work on those. Review conceptual understanding. Mock tests reveal areas of weak understanding. Revisit such topics in your study materials. Strengthen fundamentals to avoid conceptual mistakes in future attempts. Stay calm and composed. Mock tests can be stressful, but practice staying calm to handle real exam pressure better. Develop a habit of taking a few deep breaths if you feel overwhelmed. Regularly reviewing mock test papers and tracking your improvement is key to refining your strategy and boosting your confidence. So now coming to day 45 to day 52, here you will be continuing your revision. Here again you have two options. Option 1 is to revise one subject per day. So totally out of 8 days you will be studying one subject for 2 days. That is day 45 and day 46 you will revise accounting. Day 47 and day 48 you will revise business laws. Day 49 and day 50 you will revise quantitative aptitude. Day 51 and day 52 you will revise business economics. And option 2 is revise 2 subjects per day. That is day 45 to day 48 you will revise accounting and business laws. Day 49 to day 52 you can revise quantitative aptitude and business economics. Now coming to day 53 to day 56. Here you will attempt mock test paper 2 for all the subjects. And again, as mentioned earlier, you can attempt the mock test papers in the third study slot. That is 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. as it is same as the exam time. Now coming to day 57 to day 60. Start studying for paper 1 accounting. Starting to study early for the first exam will boost your confidence. And that's your 2-month study plan for CA Foundation. With a structured approach covering study, revision and mock tests, you will be well prepared to tackle each subject confidently. Remember, consistency is key. Stick to this plan, keep practicing, and adjust as you go if you need to focus more on certain topics. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and share the video with other CA aspirants, and also do subscribe to my channel for more exam tips and strategies. Wishing you all the best for your preparation and exams. I will see you all in the next video.